Welcome to my channel. I'm going to share with you 4 steps that you can use to read and understand any text and never forget. As a student, this will assist you to pass all your examinations with ease. Now stay with me while I share them with you. Number 1, you flip through the pages of your text. When you have a textbook, before you start reading it, flip through the pages from the beginning of the chapter to the end of the chapter. Look through it. As you are going through it, look at the length of the text, look at the pictures, compare the length of the pictures with the pictures with the length of the text. Also look at those graphics that are contained in the book, tables, images, illustrations, charts, graphs. Just go through them up to the end of the chapter. Number 2, a well-written book will have at the end of it the review questions or quiz. Check if there is any. So if there are, go through the questions, look at how they are. This will give you an idea of important information that you are expected to know at the end of that chapter. But you realize that when you go back to reading the text, you find it easy to pick those important informations because you already see them in the quiz. Number 3, you go to the beginning of the text. Now, when you go to the beginning of the text, you look for those things that are written in bold prints. These are usually the titles and the subtitles, the headings. It will give you a breakdown information of the text and how the chapter is divided. Then number 4, you go back to the beginning of the book. Now what you are going to do is, a book that is written by an experienced author will have the first sentence of the paragraph is usually the introduction to the content of that paragraph, while the last sentence will sum up the information contained in that paragraph. So when you take the first sentence of the paragraph and the last sentence of the paragraph, take it for each paragraph in that chapter. Now, after taking all these 4 steps, you realize that up to now you are not understanding what is in the textbook because you have not started reading. You are only having a preview of what the textbook entails. Now let's go to the reading proper. One approach that most students take when they read is you carry your textbook, you go to the library or to the class, you sit down, and then you start reading. This is a wrong approach. Now, what is the right approach to take? The right approach to take is take the 4 steps I have outlined earlier, then do this. When you're going to class or you're going to library, don't forget to always go with your pen and your jotter. You use your pen and your jotter to always jot down important information as you read through the book. What this does is it assists you to summarize the text. So you have a summary of the text at your fingerprints that you can always glance through. During examination period, you don't have to go back and start reading the textbook again because you don't have the time to do that. Then what will cover up for you is the summary you have already made. So during your examination period, just by the time you take that summary and you are reading it, you realize that as you are reading it, you are remembering all what you have read from the text. If you do this, I promise you that you are going to pass your examination with ease. And not only that, you will remember information that you have read in your textbook. Don't forget that repetition is the mother of learning. Thank you for being with me up to this level.